let me in, yeah.
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. It is David here, and today we're going to be actually talking about something that I really have never even talked about on my channel at all. We're going to be previewing the 152nd Belmont Stakes that will be taking place on June 20th, 2020. That will be a Saturday. The time will be 3 o'clock and it will be on NBC Sports. Last year's winner was Sir Winston. Now this race is obviously going to be different because of what's going on in the world when it comes to the epidemic that's going on. And this race that is usually one and a half, I can't pronounce it, I can't say it right. 1.5 miles is now going to be 1 1/8 mile, which means based upon how big Belmont is, and Belmont is a really, really big track, it's only going to be basically one turn. Usually when it comes to Triple Crown races, Belmont Stakes is one of the Triple Crown races. The other Triple Crown races that'll be postponed, that the other races have been postponed to later on in the year, is the Kentucky Derby, which is usually the first one. That has been postponed to September 5th. And then the Preakness Stakes, which is usually the second one, is postponed to October 3rd. So the Belmont Stakes, which is usually the last one, and determines whether or not we're gonna have a Triple Crown winner, or depending on if the horse has won the last two. The Belmont Stakes is usually the last one, but this time it's going to be the first one. So yeah, Belmont's a pretty big track. Out of all the three Triple Crown races, it is the biggest track, and that's why it was always so tough to win the Triple Crown, because Belmont, you need to have stamina, you need to have a good horse to win Belmont. And I think the last Triple Crown winner was Justify. And now, speaking about Justify, because we're going to get on to the favorite, which is owned by Bob Baffert, 'Tis the Law. Now, the second favorite, which is Charlatan, actually, the other day, I think when he won the Arkansas Derby, he actually got his win taken away or something like that, because he tested positive for a banned substance in the horse racing community. And if you guys remember, Justify had that same situation. Justify got disqualified by, I think, winning, I forgot which race it was. I know he got disqualified. He won a race, and then they found out that he took a banned substance. So it was, I don't really think he got his win taken away from him. I did not read that much about it. I did read some into it. I did not read a lot about into it. But 'Tis the Law. 'Tis the Law is, of course, his sire is 'Tis Now. I'm pretty sure of that. Which is a very, very great horse that I'm not even sure that horse is still alive or not. I really don't know. But 'Tis Now was definitely a very great horse. So yeah, when you hear me talk about this, I'm not like one of those passionate people that know a lot about horse racing, but I definitely will get into more of it, because I actually watch a lot of horse racing, to be honest, when I'm with my dad. And last year's winner was Sir Winston, like I said before. But now, let's talk about the favorite for this year's Belmont Stakes, which is 'Tis the Law. 'Tis the Law's record is he's raced in 5 races, he's won 4, and I think he's undefeated. A Bob Baffert horse that is undefeated. When's the last time we heard that? Justify? I mean, to be honest, it really was Justify. So, what did Justify? It was either Justify or American Pharaoh. It was one of those that was undefeated. And I think it was Justify, because Justify had never ran in the Breeders' Cup Classic. So yeah, it was Justify. But 'Tis the Law. Do I think he's going to win the Belmont Stakes for this year in 2020, the 152nd Belmont Stakes? Before we get into that, let's get into the odds of the rest of the horses. If I'm right, there's at least 11 to 12 horses in this race. Now, the odds are current. What I'm going to tell you is the odds based on what's going on right now. So the favorite right now, like I said before, is 'Tis the Law. Charlotte at 2 to 1. Charlatan is the second favorite at 4 to 1. Maxfield is third favorite at 5 to 1. Mischievous Alex is 12 to 1. Sol Valiente is 15 to 1. Governor Morris is 16 to 1. Honor AP is 18 to 1. I'm pretty sure that horse's sire was AP Indy, obviously, because Honor AP Indy. AP Indy, if I remember right, he won the Breeders' Cup Classic, and I'm pretty sure he said one of the fastest times in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Max Pierce at 20 to 1. Farmington Road is at 22 to 1. Bason's at 25 to 1, and Martinez is at 28 to 1. Now, when it comes to this, when you look at these odds and you see that the highest odds is going to be 28 to 1, you guys gotta remember the race is in 2 weeks. The race is in 2 weeks. So a lot of things are definitely going to be changing. So those odds will definitely not stay. Usually, some in horse racing, you see the odds go up to like 60, 70 to 1. So I feel like the horses that are like 22 to 28, the final 3 horses, Farmington Road, Basin, Modernist, is probably their odds are probably going to go up to around those odds. But if they stay within 40 to 1, I say, they probably still have a very good shot at winning this Belmont Stakes race, because Belmont Stakes is probably the most unpredictable race in the Triple Crown. Like Bob Baffert, the trainer for Tis the Law, has lost many Belmont Stakes. He's had the opportunity to win the Triple Crown, and then he loses it in the Belmont Stakes. But obviously, like I said, this Belmont Stakes is going to be different because it's going to be a lot shorter than usual. But do I think Tis the Law, a Bob Baffert horse, is going to win the Belmont Stakes, the first leg of the Triple Crown, which is actually going to be history, because I'm pretty sure this is the first time Belmont Stakes has been the first leg of the Triple Crown ever. It's always usually been the final one. Now, of course, the most memorable moment at Belmont, before I get into the winner, or my predictions for the winner, is Secretariat. We all remember seeing that race. Well, I wasn't even alive, so I can't even remember it. But I remember seeing a clip about it and seeing Secretariat going on. Like he won by, what was it, 33 lengths, 31 lengths, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a statue of Secretariat outside of the track. So that was a really, really impressive moment. I think that's the greatest memory that has happened at the Belmont Stakes. And like I said before, the most recent Triple Crown winner was Justified. But when it comes to the horses that are going to be racing in this race, as I've gone through every single horse, hold on, let me quickly do this. 11 horses, 11 to 12 horses, like I said, because I'm pretty sure it is 11, 12 horses. Who do I think is going to win the Belmont Stakes? Who do I think is going to win the 152nd Belmont Stakes? That's going to be happening again on June 20th, 2020 at 3 p.m. on NBC Sports. I think the winner of the 2020 152nd Belmont Stakes is going to be Tis the Law. I feel like Bob Baffert's horse are going to be doing very, very good on the track, because Bob Baffert always seems to train very good horses. I mean, Justified was trained by Bob Baffert. Not California Chrome. American Fair was trained by Bob Baffert. So Bob Baffert does train some very good horses, and Tis the Law is undefeated. I don't really see that stopping. But when it comes to Charlatan, I'm not really sure Charlatan's still in the race. If I remember right, my dad spoke to me and he said that Charlatan's actually not going to be in the race. So let's take Charlatan out of there. Second place, I didn't even have Charlatan finishing in second. I had Solo Valiente, who's 15 to 1, surprising everyone at finishing in second, because there's always a horse that's in there that always shocks everyone and gets a very good top 4 finish. And I think it's going to be Solo Valiente. Maxfield is going to finish third. And if I had to say fourth place, it's probably going to be Governor Morris at 16 to 1. Mischievous Alex is fifth place, and the rest of the horses after that. So yeah, guys, that's my prediction for the Belmont Stakes that's going to be happening in another 2 weeks. I'm really, really excited to see it. I'm glad sports are coming back. I heard the NBA's coming back. Soccer's supposed to, the Premier League and La Liga and Serie A are supposed to be coming back. NASCAR's already been back. Bundesliga already been back. The UFC's already been back. So a lot of these sports are supposed to be coming. NFL in September. It's just going to be really, really exciting. I'm excited to see this. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please just smash the like button. And if any of you guys are in the horse racing, like, family community, please do let me know who do you think is going to win the Belmont Stakes for this year. Do you think it's going to be Tisla, or do you think Tisla is going to suffer his first loss at the Belmont Stakes? But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please just smash the like button. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.